day, good people. As I always say, if you don't know what you're looking for when you come to your charts, you're simply gambling. You need to know exactly what you're looking for way before you even open your charts. That is highly important. And how do we know? We analyze a night before, then the following day we know exactly what we are looking for. I'll show you the process. So look at this. Today I took Nasdaq. Of course, markets are so quiet today, not much volatility because prices have been waiting for the peace deal in Iran. So I wasn't expecting much from markets, but we do have setups here and there. So let's look at the one that I took. You can see I literally sold the Nasdaq today, and the reason I sold it is this aligned with both the explosive trading strategy for indices, and it was at the high of the week. So you can see they tried to go higher but came back in. So this turned out to be a stop hunt. We'll go to a bigger time frame to look at this as well. It turned out to be a stop hunt, then they came down. Remember, now this is a triangle on its own, okay, and they broke down. So this is the breakout with a super big candle, and then they retested and came down again. But when you look at this, this is where they stop hunt at the high of the week. Market structure, now they break the low. So they broke market structure because as they were going up, you can see they're making higher highs, and then all of a sudden they make a low. They try to go up and make a high again at the high of the week and eventually fail, and that's where they collapse. You see they come and bounce on yesterday's high. You can see there's a dotted line here. I'll show you all these things. They come and bounce on it. They try to go up again and eventually fail, and then they gave us an engulfing candle. I always talk about my entries being on an engulfing candle. So this is where I took my first entry on the close here, but of course immediately when it closed, it shot down a little bit before doing this retest here. Okay, so I took it immediately on the close, but unfortunately it was a couple of seconds later, so that's why you can see it's not exactly on the close. And then they gave this inside one, which is a doji, but immediately when they broke the doji, I took another position, and literally I took close to 200 points. My target was the low of yesterday, and when I came back to evaluate, I had to close it because you have to manage your execution, and I come late during the time that I'm analyzing to also see what has happened already. Okay, so I closed it around here because it was just a couple of pips towards the close, and I'm not gonna risk every profit that I've made just for a couple of pips. Okay, already it has gone about 200 points, and that's why I literally closed it, and I took two positions. As you can see, I always advise people to take two positions. So with that said, let's go to the charts. So as you can see, let me take this one out. So as you can see, we were exactly at the high, and I told you when they come to the high, this is an indicator. This pink highlighted box is the high and the low of the previous week. As you can see, they made a low right here, and that's why the low is down here, and they made a high on Friday here. That's why you can see the high is here. And it's very important to understand what happens at the high and at the low of the week, because that's where most of our opportunities are going to come from. So when you look at this, you can see that they were going all the way up, and then all of a sudden yesterday played a significant role. As I said, we analyzed a day before, so we analyzed around 8 p.m. and when we came to analyze, of course we knew this was an inside day. So an inside day is roughly a pause, and there is a reason they pause. So when I saw this pause here, it is happening at the high of the previous week, but at this point it hasn't broken anything. So today I was following this one very well, because of course if you're analyzing and you see an inside day at the high of the week, you know that this means a lot. So the following day there might be an opportunity. So when I came during my session, I saw that they stop hunted, and then they gave an evening star 1 2 3. This is an evening star, and I'm on an hourly time frame. Okay, so what did they do? They just stop hunted. You can see this is not really a breakout. This is where they just come and stop hunt everybody, and then again they activate orders from those who sold. Okay, closing everybody who sold yesterday in profit, and they are activating orders for buyers. Okay, so I saw this very well, and I was patient. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame. I want to show you what happened here. All right, so what happened was, you can see, as I said, in my playbook, this book over here, I put all the strategies I use. For indices, I use the explosive trading strategy. For indices, on currencies, I use a trend reversal and a trend continuation. All this, the setups I use are outlined here in full detail, and it's in the description as well. Even this indicator is in the description. It has the last week's highs and lows, yesterday's highs and lows, yesterday's closing prices, because these are the areas that gives us our entries on a daily basis. I'll show you in a moment. So you see, this one was a triangle. If you look at it very carefully, okay, you can go to a 5-minute time frame and try to look at it. You'll see, oh sorry guys, this was a perfect triangle. All right, so I saw this one, and that's where they broke out with a super big, and they retested, and that's when they collapsed. But that aside, let's look at the high. They came and stop hunted everybody from the high. Okay, now they broke structure. Let's look at market structure. As I've already explained, they are making higher highs. You can see market structure is very important. You can't ignore it. They are making higher highs, and every time they are going up, they are making high highs. So there's no need for you to sell if they're still making high highs. Okay, and then when they break this high here, this low becomes our locked in low, right? So eventually what did they do? They came and broke the low. So this is pure market structure. They broke the low, right? So when they break the low, now this is important for us. Okay, we know now that there is more, the sellers are winning. Okay, the buyers on the downside is much stronger. And then I wanted to see what do they do, because you can see this dotted line is the high of yesterday. Okay, so what are they doing up here? Are they gonna break here? If they break here, then this is invalidated. But what did they do? They went up and they failed immediately. So I saw that. Then they made this candle, then they made this candle. When they were retesting, now it's time to switch to a smaller time frame, because this one is too volatile. So you really need to take it on a smaller time frame, right? So when they did that, I came to a 5-minute time frame when they were pulling back. The moment they pull back, that's where you go to a smaller time frame, because you need to see what's happening. So I realized that, oh, they failed. They couldn't take out the high, but they took out the low. So this means momentum is strong towards the downside. You know market structure. Okay, I've explained that in a number of my videos. And then look at what they do. They try to go up, they come and bounce on the high. Very important now. Then they try to push back. That's where they eventually fail, and then they give us our engulfment candle. I always talk about my entries being on an engulfment candle. Okay, so I executed it right here. Okay, and then they gave this inside one patience, and then the moment they broke it, I knew this move was going down, so I added another position here. So I literally took 2 positions, and you can see I took my profits somewhere around on this candle here, because my target was the low. And if you haven't realized the significance of this, I've read all the significances of the highs and the low in my recent video where I showed you the book from Josh, where he explained the significances of the highs and low. But just look, they came straight to the low, from the high of the week straight to the low of the previous day, and this was my target. However, I didn't hold it all the way to here, because of course this was actually moved by Donald Trump's Truth Social post, where he said like they are extending the ceasefire dates and whatsoever, the deadlines, because tomorrow was the day for the deadlines, and the market was so stagnant, or they were literally doing nothing, waiting for their decisions. Okay, so it was made around here late, and I couldn't really risk all these profits just for this little move here. No, sometimes you have to assess the risk, because all the money you've made now belongs to you. Are you gonna risk giving it back just for this small piece here? No, I wasn't gonna do that, because I do my analysis late, and I will always come late and see what is really happening. Okay, so that is the reason I actually took this one. So people, it's very important that you start understanding price action.